Showdown.
The monks jumped backward at the surprise of this event. The new arrivals were out cold from the fall they had. The monks decided to put them out of the cold and wrap them in blankets. They woke up and looked around them. Then they all stared at the monks. Fluttershy huddled away behind the other ponies. Spike was also not visible behind the crowd. "What happened?" asked Twilight. "What are those?" Rarity exclaimed, looking at the humans. The monks looked at each other. "Are y'all horses?" Clay asked, ignoring Rarity's question. Nah, we're ponies," Applejack replied, familiar with Clay's accent. "Talking? Colorful ponies? But some of you are unicorns and so are Pegasi, by the look of it," Kimiko commented. "Of course a girl would know all about mythical equestrian creatures," Omi noted. The ponies and Kimiko glared at Omi. He flinched and stopped talking. "So, I guess they got here because of the woo?" Raimundo asked. "Woo? What does that mean?" Rainbow Dash asked. "You better speak up!" The monks took their time to explain everything the ponies may have needed to know. They told of humans, the Shengang Wu and Shaolin showdowns. They also briefly went over the monks' past. The ponies took a while to get this all in their head. "So, you don't know why we're here?" Twilight asked. "No clue, ma'am," Clay confirmed. Master Feng entered the room to see what all the chatter was. As soon as he saw the ponies, his eyes opened wide. "You must all come with me at once," he commented sternly. Everyone followed the wise master. Fluttershy was a little further back from every pony as usual. Master Feng had led the crowd into the scroll room. He took a seat and quietly started looking through the scrolls. "Master Feng, what is going on?" Umi asked. "Umi, give me time," Master Feng said, again very serious. He continued to search through the scrolls. He then found what he was looking for. "I knew this would happen eventually," he began. "The celestial horn was made so that it would activate only if one Shengang Wu hadn't activated itself in an entire year since the last one. It meant that the most powerful of the Shengang Wu would start to reveal themselves." Everyone listened intensely. He continued. "The celestial horn's purpose was to help good triumph over evil when these Shengang Wu revealed themselves. Master Dashi did not create a majority of these Shengang Wu. They were created by Wuya herself." The ponies quickly remembered who Wuya was from the story they had heard. "Master Dashi and Dojo still managed to obtain these Highland Wu and hide them, so they will act just like normal Wu. Except... "Except what?" Rainbow Dash asked. "Except that only Highland warriors can use them to their full potential, or anyone who had been on their side at one point," he said, looking directly at both Omi and Raimundo. "The equestrians were sent here so that they may assist in the gathering of the Highland Wu. I'm going to have to appoint you 7 as Shaolin dragons in training." "So we get to use Shengang Wu and have Shaolin showdowns and stuff?" Pinkie Pie gleamed. "That sounds so fun!" "It may be somewhat fun, but it is a most serious matter," Umi noted. "Wait, 7? Master Feng, sir, there are only 6 ponies here," Clay commented. "Nope, there's 7 of us," Spike said, walking out from the back. "I'm not a pony, I'm a dragon." "Another dragon? Dodo isn't gonna like this," Raimundo commented. "What am I not gonna like?" the green dragon said, entering the room. He took one side of Spike and jumped to the ceiling. "Another dragon? Am I being replaced? What did I do wrong?" he cried. "No worries, Dodo, was it?" Applejack reassured. "We're new dragons in training." "Oh, welcome then. So they're the equestrians that Master Dashi once blabbered to me about," he recalled. Spike and Dojo then became jittery. Twilight, what's happening to me? Spike asked. I don't know, she cried. It's a new Shengang Wu, Dojo said. Looks like your buddy here can sense them too. So what is it, Dojo? Mundo asked. Master Feng opened a different scroll. Ah, the Dizzy Top, a strange Shengang Wu. When spun, its user gains the ability to spin at high speeds. When one stops spinning, they are able to make their opponent as dizzy as they would be, he explained. That magical moving picture is something awesome, Rainbow Dash said in awe. Let's go then. Let's get the Dizzy Top, Spike cheered. Some problem here, Dojo said. I can't fit all of you on my back. Sorry to burst your bubble there, partner, but it don't look like no pony can sit on your back, Applejack chuckled. Dojo stepped outside and everyone followed him. The monks grinned. He then began to grow larger and become his flying size. The ponies looked in amazement. I'm sure I can fit the guys and a couple of you on here, but not all of you. He then looked at Spike curiously. Hey, Dragon! Spike, he introduced himself. Yeah, Spike. You know when we sensed the Shengang Wu? Have you ever had that feeling before? Dojo asked. Only earlier, like the moment we were in the portal to this world, he recalled. Then I think this world has given you powers, Dojo predicted. Are you saying I can grow just like you? Spike gasped. Dojo nodded and then explained to Spike what he does to grow. Spike tried and tried, then he suddenly began to enlarge and mature. Amazingly, he reached the size and look of the time he rampaged on his birthday. I can fly, he boomed in a deeper voice. Oh, no, sorry. This is awesome. Can I fly too? He boomed in a deeper voice. He let the ponies climb onto his back as he sat horizontally. Just follow my lead, Dojo laughed as the monks climbed onto him. Dojo then took off. Spike closed his eyes tight and did the same as Dojo. He was flying. Look at me, guys! I'm doing it! I'm flying! He said, crying with excitement and joy. This is very cool, Fluttershy cheered. Again, I'm so excited I could scream. As Fluttershy let out an almost inaudible scream of joy as Spike caught up to Dojo in the air. They were close enough so that the monks and ponies could talk to each other and hear them properly. During their time in the air, the monks and ponies had introduced themselves. They entered a cave where the Dizzy Top was hidden. As they landed, Dojo and Spike returned to their normal sizes and form. The group then started to look for the Shengang Wu. Twilight was the one to find it, but as she picked it up with her magic, something stopped her from taking it away. She looked directly ahead to see Jack Spicer. Who are you? The two asked each other. I'm Jack Spicer, evil boy genius, the evil boy bragged. Oh, yes, I've heard of you. I heard you're no good, Twilight intimidated Jack. Who might you be? He asked. My name is Twilight Sparkle. I'm a new, Shaolin dragon in training, sent here from Equestria to help gather the new Shengang Wu. My friends and I were transported here from the Celestial Horn's power, and we were recruited into the Shaolin Temple's ranks, she explained. Jack looked slightly confused and bored. Too much talk, not enough winning this top. I suppose now we enter a Shaolin showdown? Twilight asked. Yes. Twilight, I challenge you to a Shaolin showdown, Jack challenged. I accept. What do you want to play? She asked. Murder in the dark. The first one to find the other wins, Jack explained. All right, your wager? She continued. Jack said. I challenge you to a Shangyi Bu Dare. Shangyi Bu Dare? Twilight asked. It's an additional challenge to a showdown, Kimiko explained. Neither of us use any Shengang Wu. The winner gets the Dizzy Top and only the Dizzy Top, Jack challenged. I accept, so no wager, Twilight said. Then let's do this, Jack smirked. Let's go! Shaolin Showdown! The two shouted. The darkness of the cave became worse. The monks changed into their showdown outfits, and the ponies got a black belt around their torso. Eventually, nothing in the cave was visible. Gong Yi Tampai! The two shouted, not knowing where anyone was. Twilight started slowly making as little noise as possible, while still listening carefully for any sign of Jack. She could hear very light sounds far off. She decided to sit still and wait for the sound to get closer. She had a plan. The sounds gradually got nearer and louder. Then a small lot of sound raced past her. Jack must be running past me. He knows where I am, Twilight thought to herself. She prepared some magic and teleported ahead of herself as not to get caught, but it seemed that she had been outsmarted. She was poked on the side. Tag! I'm it! Tag! I'm it! It begin the winner, Jack said. The cave brightened and the woo brought itself to Jack. The monk's outfit and pony's belts faded away and the cave returned to its normal brightness. Twilight looked very upset as Jack flew away with his jetpack. I lost my first showdown, she said with a tear in her eye. How did Jack know I could teleport? How did he know where I'd go? No offense, Sugar Cube, but you could expect as much from a unicorn, Applejack admitted. I could see Jack slightly, Rarity said. He was carrying rocks. He must have used them to trick you. I feel I've greatly ashamed us all, Twilight cried. It's fine, Kimiko said, petting Twilight. Yeah, we all lose sometimes, Raimundo smiled. He must have had no woo, Clay said. That's why I called the dare. We have plenty anyway. Do not be down with the trash, Omi said. Down in the dumps, Raimundo corrected. Yes, Umi continued. There was no loss here. Thanks, everyone, Twilight said, wiping away a tear. You were brave to accept the challenge, Twi, Rainbow Dash smiled. Yes, I think if Jack had played a little fairer, you would have won, Fluttershy said. So, time to go back to the temple? Spike said excitedly, going to his new form. You lead the way, or you lead this time, Dojo smiled. Back at the temple, Twilight told Master Fung of her experience. Not to fret, young unicorn, he smiled. Next time will be successful. Thank you, Master, Twilight bowed. She walked outside to see Spike and Dojo preparing for another flight. Didn't we just get back? She asked. Another woo revealed itself, Spike said enthusiastically. That was fast, Twilight blinked. Dibs on the showdown, Rainbow Dash laughed. Not if I find it first, Umi challenged. So, what is it? Twilight said, climbing onto Spike's back. I'll read the scroll on the way. Let's go, Raimundo said. So the dragons flew off immediately in search of another Shengang Wu. The finding of the new Wu has been pretty easy recently, Kimiko commented. We have only found 2, Omi noted. Still, they were glaringly obvious, Kimiko finished. So, what's the new Wu? Clay asked. The beaver braces, Raimundo read. Whoever wears them on their teeth might want to consult a dentist. Their teeth grow to a large size and they can bite through any material, no matter how strong it is. Then let's go get 'em! Pinkie Pie cheered. And so we begin our new quest to once again search for the Shengang Wu. With some further assistance, I'm sure as ever we will succeed, Umi rambled. There's probably gonna be a mite of trouble with them new Halen Wu, Clay commented. We can do it, shouted Fluttershy, louder than usual. Every pony looked at her and laughed with her. Then the monks, the new allies were already very close.